Oh, Dominic, the world is watching you so closely break mommy's heart. Let's just take a look at this guy.
Just look at you, all smiles with Liv Morgan.
And with that being said, we're going to dive deep into the Dominic drama. We're going to tackle what's going on with the Judgment Day. So, what's up, guys? It's Common Guys here, and here we go. Liv Morgan opens up Raw to basically run down what happened with that kiss between Dominic and her. Basically, her goal is to destroy mommy's life, Rhea Ripley. But Dom is just not gonna let his woman take it and think that he's a cheater, because he's gonna come out there and basically refute all the allegations.
And so much for refuting, because Liv Morgan has her way with him, basically putting her hand on him and kind of just looking down there. And Finn Balor just had about enough of that and basically breaks up the two, basically putting Liv Morgan in her place, saying that she's not going to break up the Judgment Day and that Dominik has no interest in her.
Now, after that segment is over, Damian Priest basically lays down the law for the Judgment Day that tonight they got to take care of business. They got to take care of Dragon Lee, Braun Strowman, and Rey Mysterio. Dragon Lee is going to have to face off against Finn Balor. Braun Strowman is going to face up against Carlito. And Rey Mysterio is going to face up against Damian Priest. And Dominic basically was asked before the matches begin, hey, are you and Rhea Ripley okay? Which Dominic responds, I'm just giving her space right now.
Now, the first match was a real highlight. Dragon Lee really put on a show with Finn Balor. These two acrobats gave it their all. But you know what happens with Judgment Day. Once Dragon Lee has the momentum going in his favor, the Judgment Day show up to kind of distract, and Finn Balor ultimately won. The second match, which is Carlito versus Braun Strowman. And Braun actually dominates for most of the match. The Judgment Day does come out, but Braun is stronger than them and ultimately gets the win on Carlito. And Dominik comes out and attacks Braun Strowman, but do you notice something? He's not wearing his arm sleeve.
And this is why I say he's in big trouble with mommy. This whole entire time, he's been using the arm sleeve to not fight matches, and now he's fighting Braun Strowman. Yes, he even picks up a chair and hits Braun Strowman without the arm sleeve. That means that he had capabilities this whole entire time to use his hand to push Liv Morgan away, and he did not. He allowed Liv Morgan to do basically what she wanted with him, which is really crazy if you think about it, because if you really love somebody, wouldn't you want to push them away? Especially if you had the arm to be able to do that. You've been faking an injury. That means that truly Dominic does have something going on with Liv Morgan.
But it's not over yet, because as Braun Strowman chases down Dominik, Liv Morgan comes to Dominik's aid, aka the new mommy has arrived to protect Dominik, which distracts Braun Strowman into Braun Strowman receiving a chair beat down on his leg. Thus, the Judgment Day does actually win in theory. It's not over yet, because Liv Morgan has her eyes on Dominik, and Finn Balor once again has to separate these two. But this time, Dominik is not as stressed about the situation like earlier in the night.
We cut backstage as Damian Priest prepares for his match against Rey Mysterio, when we all get a reminder who Damian Priest should really be focusing on, which is Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre cuts a promo in front of Damian Priest backstage, basically telling Damian Priest, hey, remember, when it comes to Clash at the Castle, I'm gonna win this title, which Damian Priest is basically ignoring at this point, and he basically has his eyes focused on the LWO.
Match against Rey Mysterio is basically interrupted by Judgment Day shenanigans, which ultimately leads to Damian Priest winning the match. But as Damian Priest celebrates his victory, Drew McIntyre comes out to give that friendly reminder again that he is his ultimate opponent. While Damian Priest is knocked down, Drew is looking at that title because in his mind it's rightfully his and CM Punk stole it away from him.
You really gotta give it to Drew in this moment, because while him holding the title in such lovingly way, basically selling to the crowd that this man deserves the title, you know, in the back of my head, I'm just thinking, while the crowd chants CM Punk, we all know maybe, possibly, CM Punk is going to show up and cost this man the title again and just basically destroy his life. But that loving moment with the title is short-lived as the Judgment Day swarm in, and Drew McIntyre actually does take down the Judgment Day by himself, but it allows Damian Priest time to recover.
Ends up throwing Drew through the table, thus ending Raw on a sour note with the Judgment Day standing tall and basically everybody that has gone up against the Judgment Day defeated.
Outside of the Judgment Day storyline, we do have some updates. Number one, it's been announced because Jey Uso took to the crowd, standing in the crowd. He said he basically has let them down and that he has entered himself into Money in the Bank to win that briefcase and get a title shot and win it for his fans. Number two, we have announced a new match for Clash at the Castle. We have Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable, and this time Chad Gable is bringing his whole entire Alpha Academy with him so that they can ensure that he wins the title. That being said, I'm really excited to see where this Liv and Dominik angle is going, and I really want to see how Mommy returns because I'm thinking it's going to be around SummerSlam. In the comments down below, let me know what you think about this whole Dominik Liv conspiracy. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and share this video. See you on the next one.